Savannah Chrisley has become the latest member of her family to publicly speak out about her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, and the ongoing legal battle that has rocked the Chrisley family. The reality TV stars, best known for their show Chrisley Knows Best, have found themselves at the center of a highly publicized legal case involving bank fraud and tax evasion. In a heartfelt plea for justice, Savannah has requested that former President Donald Trump consider issuing a pardon for her parents, who are currently serving time for their convictions. The request for a pardon comes at a time when the Chrisley family has already experienced significant upheaval due to the legal issues surrounding Todd and Julie. Their legal troubles have been well documented over the years, with the couple being convicted in 2022 for using falsified documents to secure loans and subsequently evading taxes on their earnings. Todd and Julie were sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison, with Todd serving a 12-year sentence and Julie serving a 7-year sentence. The verdict left the family reeling, and the emotional toll on their children has been evident in recent months. Savannah, who has been the face of the Chrisley family's media effort since the trial, has had to deal with the emotional and financial strain of the situation while managing her own career and life. She has been a key figure in keeping the family's legacy intact, and her continued support of her parents has been unwavering despite the overwhelming public scrutiny they've faced. In her statement, Savannah expressed her belief that her parents were unfairly targeted, emphasizing that they had always acted in good faith and that the charges brought against them were a result of misinformation. She also pointed out the toll the trial has taken on her younger siblings, who have had to cope with the emotional impact of seeing their parents imprisoned. Savannah's devotion to her parents is undeniable, and she has called for their freedom, stating that a pardon would be a chance for them to move forward and rebuild their lives. For Savannah, the decision to request a pardon is a personal one. She has always been close with her parents, and their close-knit family dynamic has been a staple of their television presence. In many ways, the Chrisleys' public persona has been built around their image as a family who sticks together regardless of the challenges they face. Savannah's request for a pardon is in line with this familial bond, and she has made it clear that she wants her parents to have the opportunity to rebuild their lives without the shadow of their convictions hanging over them. Todd and Julie Chrisley's legal battles have been a source of frustration for many of their supporters, who believe that the punishment does not fit the crime. While the couple was convicted on multiple counts of tax evasion and fraud, many have questioned whether the sentencing was too harsh given their prior charitable contributions and the positive image they've cultivated in the public eye. Savannah herself has pointed to the contrast between her parents' actions in their personal lives and the charges they were convicted of. The Chrisleys have always presented themselves as hardworking entrepreneurs who built their wealth from the ground up. Their reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, has been a long-running success, allowing them to share their lives with the world and paint a picture of a family that, despite their wealth, still values family above all else. For Savannah, this image has always been important, and she continues to fight for her parents' reputation. The call for a pardon is not only a plea for justice, but also a reflection of Savannah's deep love for her parents. As a daughter, she has watched her parents endure one of the most difficult periods in their lives, and her request for clemency is an emotional one, rooted in her desire to see her family reunited and healed. In a world where public figures are often defined by their legal issues, Savannah's unwavering support for her parents paints a picture of a family that values loyalty and love above all else. Savannah's appeal to Trump for a pardon is part of a broader conversation about the criminal justice system and the role that high-profile figures can play in bringing attention to perceived injustices. Pardon requests are often a contentious issue, with critics arguing that they allow individuals to escape the consequences of their actions. However, supporters of the Chrisleys argue that their case is unique and that a pardon would allow them to move on from their mistakes and rebuild their lives. While there is no guarantee that Trump will grant the request, Savannah's plea has brought attention to the case once again and has sparked a wider conversation about criminal justice reform, the impact of high-profile trials, and the lengths a child will go to in order to support their family. It remains to be seen whether the Chrisleys will be granted a pardon, but for Savannah, This remains a fight worth pursuing. As she continues to advocate for her parents, she has shown that family loyalty, even in the face of public scrutiny, remains her top priority.